Good morning, students. This is Ansari Yasmin, and today we are going to learn a very interesting topic. I know remembering the molecular formula of a compound seems difficult to all of you, but here I have come up with a new and a very fun way method to remember the molecular formula of different compounds. So, let's start. We are going to learn the method to remember the molecular formula of chemical compounds. Molecular formula of chemical compounds. So you don't have to by heart the things, you don't have to by heart the formula. It's just a game. So by this you can write down the molecular formula of any chemical compound. Let's start. Students, in your textbook, the number of positive and negative ions have been given to you. The number of positive or negative charges ion carries. That list has been given to you. You can refer to that page and you can play this game. And in this game, you will learn how to write the molecular formula of chemical compound. So I have to write the chemical formula of sodium chloride. Okay, so my first compound is sodium chloride. Now I don't know what would be its formula. I just know that it is having sodium and chlorine. Okay, so what I will do, I will refer to the list which has been given. I will see the charge on the sodium. So here I have sodium. Okay, sodium is having one positive charge, as you can see here. So what I did, for the positive charge, I have made an extra part in this card. Okay, and for the negative, I have made a hollow part. And the next here is chlorine. Here I have made a card of chlorine because chlorine is having one negative charge. So what I did, I made one hollow part here. Okay, so when this sodium and chlorine, when they will combine, they will make compound. Here you can see it's a complete compound, you can see here. Okay, it is making a compound. Now how will you write the formula for this? How many sodium you have used here? 1. How many chlorine you have used here? 1. So 1 sodium is combining with 1 chlorine. If you don't write this one, it's okay. That is understood that 1 sodium is combining with 1 chlorine. So the formula for sodium chloride would be NaCl. So simple it is. 1 sodium is combining with 1 chlorine and a complete compound is forming. So the formula is NaCl. Let's go to the second one. Okay. Second compound which I have is magnesium chloride. Magnesium chloride. Okay, so we know that magnesium and chlorine, after combining, they are making magnesium chloride. So first which I am taking is magnesium, and from the list I have come to know that magnesium is having 2 positive charges. So because it is having 2 positive charges, I have made 2 extra parts here. And magnesium is combining with chlorine. Okay, it is combining with chlorine. So for chlorine, there is only one negative charge, so I have made one hollow part in the chlorine. I am attaching it here. Okay, I am attaching this chlorine here. Oh, but this compound is incomplete. Still one part of magnesium is remaining. Okay, so what I will do, one chlorine is not enough to make the compound of magnesium chloride. So I will use one more chlorine, which is also having one negative charge, and now I will attach this to the magnesium. Okay, now here you can see the compound is complete. Okay, here you can see the compound is complete. So this chlorine and this chlorine combining with magnesium, and it is making a complete compound, magnesium chloride. Here you can see it is forming a complete compound. So what we did here, we used one magnesium, but to make the compound with chlorine we had to use 2 chlorine. So Cl2. Okay, we used one magnesium, but we used 2 chlorine to combine it with magnesium to make a magnesium chloride compound. So the formula for magnesium chloride would be MgCl2. Okay, now let's go to the next one. My next compound is aluminium chloride. Let's see what would be the formula of aluminium chloride. I am giving different types of compound, but the method is same. Now I have to write the formula of aluminium chloride. So first I will take aluminium. Here is my aluminium. As you can see, aluminium is having 3 positive charges. So I have made 3 extra parts here. I have to combine this aluminium with chlorine. Okay, I have to combine this aluminium with chlorine. So I will take one chlorine. Here I have taken. Okay, but as you can see, the compound is incomplete. So what I will do, I will take one more chlorine. I kept it here. Still the compound is incomplete. This one extra part is remaining. So now what I will do, I will use one more chlorine. Okay, now you can see this aluminium chloride compound is complete now. Okay, so what we did here, I used only one aluminium, but to make the compound with chlorine I had to use 3 chlorine. So Cl3. So the molecular formula of aluminium chloride would be AlCl3. The next compound is magnesium oxide. The next compound which I am taking here is magnesium oxide. Okay, so as you can see here, 2 elements are combining. One is magnesium and one is oxygen. So I will take first magnesium. Okay, so here is my magnesium. Magnesium is having 2 positive charges. Next I will take oxygen. Oxygen is having 2 negative charge. So for 2 positive charges I have taken 2 extra part, and for 2 negative charges I have taken 2 hollow parts. So let's combine them. Oh, they are making a complete compound. I don't have to take anything else, anything more. So what we did, I used 1 magnesium and I combined it with 1 oxygen. 1 magnesium is combining with 1 oxygen. If we don't write 1, that's understood. It means it is 1. So the formula for magnesium oxide would be MgO. Let's move ahead. My next compound is aluminium oxide. Okay, the next compound which I am taking is aluminium oxide. Let's see how aluminium oxide will form and what would be its molecular formula. First we'll start with aluminium. This is our aluminium. It is having 3 extra parts, 1, 2, 3, because it is having 3 positive charge. Okay, so I used aluminium. Let's take it in this way so that I'll get the space. I'll get the proper space for this. Okay, so here I have taken aluminium having 3 extra parts and it is making compound with oxygen. So I am taking oxygen. Oxygen is having 2 negative charge. So it is going in this way. Okay. So is it complete compound? No. 1 extra part of aluminium is remaining. So what I will do, I will use another oxygen and I'll put it here. Okay, so here I have taken oxygen. Oh, now 1 hollow part of oxygen is remaining. We have to fill it with the extra part. So what I will do, I will take 1 more aluminium. Okay, I will take 1 more aluminium. So if I take 1 more aluminium, what will happen? 2 extra part of aluminium will again remain. So to fill up that extra part, I will use 1 more aluminium. Here I have taken oxygen. Oh wow, now our puzzle is complete. So what we did here, how many aluminium we have taken? We took 2 aluminium and how many oxygen we have taken? 1, 2, 3. So O3. The formula for aluminium oxide would be Al2O3. How simple it is. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Now my next compound is potassium phosphate. Potassium phosphate. Okay, let's start. First is potassium phosphate. So I'll take potassium first. This is our potassium. Potassium is having 1 positive charge. So there is 1 extra part I have made and I have to combine it with phosphate. This is our phosphate. Phosphate is having 3 negative charges and that is why I have made 3 hollow parts here. Okay, let's combine them. Is it a complete compound? No. Still two hollow part is remaining. So we need to take one more potassium. I have taken one more potassium here. Still the compound is incomplete. So I need to take one more potassium. And now the compound is complete. Okay, now the compound is complete. So to make this compound, I need to take 3 potassium. So K3 and only one phosphate. The phosphate formula is PO4. I have taken only one phosphate. So I can write one, or if I don't write one, that's okay. It is understood that there is only one phosphate. So the formula for potassium phosphate would be K3PO4. Okay. So this is how we can remember the formula of each and every compound. Thank you.